Let's say you're running your e-com brand, you're struggling to keep up with customer support tickets, orders, putting out fires. It's busy, but the sales are coming in. So everything's okay, right? But at the end of the month, you do your accounting, crunch the numbers, and wonder, where did all the profit go? Well, this happened to us in the past, and this is why we're so big on tracking metrics daily with a great dashboard. It's like a Fitbit, but instead of for your personal health, it's for the health of your business. There's many out there, and we like to use Triple Whale. But in this video, we'll show you how to make your own dashboard with ChatGPT's Code Interpreter. Let's take a look. If you've never used Triple Whale before, they have many features and modules, but the one we'll focus on today is their main dashboard. We can see different tiles of metrics. Up top are ones we pinned as most important, but as you scroll down, you'll see critical information from Shopify, from ads, and some other expenses near the bottom. So everything you need to get a pulse on your business is right here. But these tools cost money. With ChatGPT coming out with Code Interpreter recently, we can use this instead by creating our own dashboard. We'll start by downloading exports of Shopify and ads data, and then we'll bring that into Code Interpreter to create the dashboard. The first thing we need to do is go to the reports section on Shopify. There's a bunch of standard reports available, and we'll be using a couple of these. The first one is the sales over time report, but we won't be using the default report. We're going to add two additional columns. The first one is the customer type, and the second one is the net quantity. So what we've done here is we've added information on whether it's a first time or returning customer, and also the total number of items sold, which don't necessarily correspond to the number of orders because sometimes someone will order more than one item at once. And for this example, we're going to look at the last 7 days. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to export it, and we'll move on to the next report. So for the second report, we're going to use the online store conversions over time. And in this case, we can just use the standard report. Again, we'll look at the last 7 days. And we can export. Next, we'll head over to meta ads. First, let's set the time range to the last 7 days, so we're matching the time range of our Shopify data. And then we're going to filter the ads so we're only showing ads that had delivery. I've also set up a columns template, which I like to use when exporting. But for the purposes of what we're doing here, all we need are impressions, clicks, amount spent, purchases, and conversion value. And finally, we're going to break the data down by day, and then we're going to export. With our raw data, we can head over to ChatGPT Code Interpreter to populate our dashboard. I asked ChatGPT a series of questions until I was able to recreate the Triple Whale dashboard. So you can kind of see there's a bit of a conversation going on. You'll start to see some semblance of a dashboard showing up, but it took a little bit of trial and error to get to something that I was happy with. And once I did get something that I was happy with, then you can ask ChatGPT to generate a prompt, which it will create in the form of Python code. And then you can use that Python code later in other chats to create the dashboard that you want. Eventually, I got 3 separate scripts after more back and forth with ChatGPT. The first one processes the Shopify sales data. The second one processes the Facebook ads data. And the third one pulls data from both sources. Now that I have the exported data from Shopify and Facebook and the code snippets, I can upload them all to Code Interpreter. Normally, you can only upload one file at a time, but I've added them all into a zip file, and so that's one hack we can use to upload them all in one shot. So what I'll do is I'll upload my zip file first, and I also have a prompt that I've written to instruct ChatGPT what to do with these files. And so let's send that through. And now ChatGPT is going to do its thing. So I'm going to just speed up through this section. And there we go. So we see 3 different sections. This first section is the Shopify sales data. So we can see revenue, number of orders, AOV, how many new customer orders we got, etc. This second section is the Facebook ads data. So how much we spent, what our ROAS is, CPA, CTR, CPC, etc. And we also have some hybrid data. So the MER, so that would be total revenue divided by amount spent, our contribution margin, right? So total revenue minus all of our expenses, new customer CPA, which takes into account new customers and the amount spent. And this last row here is just our variable expenses like cost of goods and shipping costs and payment gateway, which are going to be different for every business. So what you see here is essentially a recreation of the Triple Whale dashboard directly into Code Interpreter. The dashboard we created is simpler. The layout isn't as fancy, and we focused on just Facebook ads. But to be able to put this together within a day just shows how powerful Code Interpreter can be for your business. And while you can simply use Triple Whale, there are some advantages in creating your own dashboard. First, it's customizable. If there's specific metrics that you want, or you want it to look a certain way, then you can do that. But it's not perfect. What I'm thinking of doing next is continuing to build this dashboard out further with Code Interpreter. So maybe make it look better, or make it so that I can automatically pull the data from Shopify and Facebook ads. So let me know in the comments below if this is something that you'd like to see. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.